1565. The tiny island of Malta, right in the heart of the Mediterranean, was about to become the site of one of the most intense sieges in history. The Ottomans, under the rule of Sultan Suleiman the Magnificent, had their sights set on this strategic island, which was guarded by the Knights of St. John. But what happened next was something no one had expected. The Ottoman Empire had every reason to believe they'd win. They had the numbers, the resources, and a fierce reputation. But as it turns out, Malta wasn't an easy target. Let's look at what went wrong for the Ottomans in the siege of Malta. First up, the defenders themselves. The Knights of St. John, led by Grand Master Jean Parisot de Valette, were incredibly prepared. Their fortifications were solid, especially Fort St. Elmo and Fort St. Angelo. Even though they were outnumbered, they fought fiercely, defending every inch of the ground with everything they had. Then there was the terrain. Malta's rocky landscape was tough to navigate, especially with the heavy artillery the Ottomans brought along. Fort St. Elmo, for example, was right on a peninsula, making it hard for the Ottomans to get a clear shot or set up an easy assault. But the Ottomans had another big problem. Europe was watching. Spain, in particular, saw the Ottoman threat as a serious danger. As the siege wore on, they sent reinforcements. These fresh troops arrived just in time to turn the tide, and the Ottomans suddenly found themselves outnumbered and outmatched. And then, maybe the most underestimating mistake, the Ottomans didn't plan for a drawn-out battle. They expected a quick victory. Instead, the siege dragged on for months, and their supplies started running out. Food, water, even ammunition became scarce. Malta's summer heat only added to the misery, leaving the troops exhausted and losing heart. By the time they finally took Fort St. Elmo, the Ottomans had lost thousands of soldiers, and morale was plummeting. The Knights, though battered, were still holding strong. They knew reinforcements were on the way and just needed to buy more time. Finally, with European reinforcements in full force, the Ottomans had no choice but to retreat. The siege of Malta was a surprising victory for the Knights of St. John, and a moment of celebration for Europe. This tiny island had successfully fended off one of the most powerful empires in the world. So, in the end, it was Malta's resilience, its challenging terrain, and the support of European allies that stopped the Ottoman advance.